Hey, it's Dorleen. Welcome to my channel. I am on day 7 of my 12 Days of Christmas Tag series, and today I'll be using products from Jenlee Schoolcraft, where we use new and slightly used supplies to create beautiful things. I'm going to be using this doily from this Love Notes set from Sizzix, and I'm going to get out my brand new Sizzix machine or die cutter. I am really excited about this. This was a purchase I just got because my little sidekick was almost a little too small. So anyhow, I thought I was going to make things easier by putting 2 layers of cardstock, and it kind of made things a little bit harder to punch through, so that's why I had to use my little tool, and I'm really digging in there, but eventually it does come out and I'm happy with it. But I'm going to make 6 of these because with my tag series I always make 6 of the same tags, because at the end I will give away 1 set of every tag made for this series. And to get an entry, you need to leave a comment. I'll get into that more later. So I'm using these items from Graphic 45's Joy to the World collection. I really like the vintage look, and I thought it would be really pretty with these doilies. So I went around and I'm kind of picking out which ones do I want to use. I really like the larger ones, but it really hides the doily, and I didn't want it coming out like I have it shown right there. So I pulled out these silver stars, and these are from Anna Griffin. So technically they aren't the same line, but they coordinate so well. I really went through them because a lot of them had old-fashioned Santas, and I didn't really want Santas. I wanted the angels, or they also had carolers and a couple different things. So I pulled those ones out, and I'm just kind of playing around with what I'm going to do. I did decide to use these smaller tags. I punched a hole on the top because I'm going to thread them in, and I also grabbed some of this off-white paper, and I'm just slicing. It's probably about a 1/2 inch. I'm just eyeballing, and I am going to use that as my to and from tag. Again, punched a hole on the top, and I'm just going to handwrite to and from on the tag itself. So I'm going to use my glue, precision glue press to put the glue, because all the little areas are such thin layers, it just made sense that way. Now I glued the top half, and then I pushed it on the tag. Then I glued the second half, which you can see me doing here, which was the wrong way to do it. And I'll show you some hints later. But like I said, I'm just kind of farting around with the first one because I'm just not really sure what I'm going to do, but I'm still kind of figuring it out. But once I get in my groove, it'll be a lot easier. So I have been doing this series for quite a lot of years. I checked out my blog and I went through, there's a label for 12 Days of Christmas Tags, and I want to say it went back to 2016 or something crazy like that. So I've been doing it for a while. But so if you get a chance, go to my blog. I'll have the link in my description box below. A link to my blog. I'll also have a link to the Jenlee Schoolcraft website because you're going to want to check that out. Like I mentioned before, there's a lot of new and gently used items, and they are very budget friendly. And when I say very budget friendly, I really mean very budget friendly, worth checking out. But also remember, this is not a big box store. So if you see an item, there may only be a few of those items available. So you need to make sure you grab it right away so you don't miss out on it. So make sure you do that. I have a coupon code which will give you an extra 10% off. Again, it'll be in the information box below, as a little bit more information regarding my series as well. So this is how it looks right now. I love the way that look. I hope you agree. So now I'm going to just super speed and do them all at the same time. So when you do a fishtail banner, I always cut up the middle, and then you cut from the edge of, like let's say the left side up to where I just did that slice, and then I do to the right, so you get that fishtail look. Now, one thing I want to give you a hint with this doily, so I'm putting glue on all of it, and you see where they have some areas that are just slightly smaller like that. If you push it over on that where there's already the crease, or the God, is that what you would call it, a natural crease? It just folds a lot easier than trying to fold it on where the snowflake or the doily goes up. God, that doesn't make any kind of sense. But hopefully by looking at my sample, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it was really easy to do once I got in the groove with the glue press. But look at how pretty these are. Look at a lot of sparkle because of those little added snowflakes. And then even though you can't really see the Graphic 45 little tags, they still add a little bit of something. I do add a little bit of glue at the end so that they do come up a little off-centered, so that way we can see them. I did decide to add these little sequins to them, so I did 3 of silver sequins on each one, and I have a little like, it looks almost like a pen. It's a picker upper tool. That's my name for it, picker upper tool. I could not find it. I have a mess on my desk because I've been working on all these tags, and I'm really trying to do them on a daily basis because it is the 12 days of Christmas, like I mentioned. So I know it's underneath something, but I just used my fingers and it worked out fine, but just took a little bit longer. So look at that, just a little bit of extra sparkle, but aren't these so pretty? I hope you do agree. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Make sure you leave a comment, because by leaving a comment, that gains you an entry into the giveaway. Like I mentioned, at the end of the series, one person, I'll gather all the comments on all of my social media platforms. So here, Instagram, my blog, Facebook, all the things, and enter all those comments into the, the prize selector, random selector, and then pick one person to win one set of each of all of these tags, which is really cute. And if you're interested, I also sell the sets, so just leave a comment if you're interested in that as well. But anyhow, like I mentioned, I hope you like this, and if you do, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Definitely leave a comment, and come back tomorrow, or at least the next 6 days. You can also go back, because if you haven't had a chance, if this is your first video, go back for days 1 through 5. The tags are adorable, adorable, adorable. Oh, look at here. I thought I was done. Nope, I'm going to take a white pen and do some faux stitching around the edges. I always seem to do that as an afterthought, which is silly because more than likely I'm putting some faux stitching somewhere. But anyhow, I hope you like this video. Like I mentioned, make sure you leave a comment if you are interested in being in the giveaway. Also, if you have any questions. Thanks again for watching. Happy holidays. Bye.